Good morning all, Happy New Year. Welcome to the channel, the first video of 2022. My name's Richa, thank you for being here. Right, we're just on our way to see the bloke that looks after my bikes, so Mr. Steve Scott in Mansfield. I've got 2 new chunky tyres to get stuck on the big lad. Of course, I'm heading next week. Hope you all had a good Christmas and New Year and you're all raring to go. I know I am. I've addressed my pin lock issues and I've bought a couple of new ones. Decided, I don't know if you can see through the dark visor there, but I decided to opt for the yellow pin locks, the yellow inserts. Never had them before. Some of you may have seen that I wear the night glasses sometimes, the yellow night glasses, and they're fantastic. So I just thought I'd give the yellow pin locks a try. Thought I'd made a bit of a mistake at first. This is my first ride. What it does is it increases the contrast. So the visibility is brilliant, really is. I mean, obviously changes all the colours massively. But it's so bright and vibrant. I think I'm going to like it actually. And it will obviously definitely help at night. I've got one for each of the visors. I've got the dark visor and the clear visor, and I've got yellow pin locks on each. And I'm hoping that I've sorted out my pin lock issues, but time will tell. As you know, I've moaned about it plenty in the past, so I've upgraded the pins. You can clamp these so they can't move, clean the visor, kept the helmet inside, let it all acclimatise to being indoors, fitted the pin lock. When the pin locks came, I've got the pins on the loosest, as you do when you first fit in pin locks, and then you tighten it up as you need to. Both pin locks are 120s, the highest grade, extreme use, and they were already too tight. They were already too tight, so the pin lock was already being forced to touch the front visor, the actual visor, which is not, you're not supposed to do that. So anyway, I whipped the pin locks back out and I just thought, right, I'm going to butcher it. Instead of sending an email to Pinlock or whoever sends them and having a moan, the beauty spot of these pin locks is to have the silicon bead making complete contact all the way around, but not having the pin lock itself making contact with the visor itself. So I whipped the pin locks out. Well, I can't be bothered to send an email and have to wait for more time to pass because I ain't got the time. I'm going Tuesday the 11th. I'm setting off, so I've got no time at all. And I got a drill and a tiny drill bit, and I took a mill off each side of the where the pin sits. Probably not even a mill actually. A few revolutions of the drill bit, just to slowly, bore away at the lugs. Popped it back in, and then they were nowhere near tight enough. So then I tightened the pins as you're supposed to, and I've got it perfect. So if these fail now, I have got no idea why. In theory, these should work perfectly, but we'll see, eh? Going back to the not having time, left things a bit late, and I'm still kind of keeping my eye on the weather. I'm expecting snow where I'm going, and if there's as much snow as there were last time I went up to Scotland, I'll be happy. But obviously if it's looking like there's going to be heavy full-on downpours, then I won't be able to go, but I'm going to constantly monitor it and check. But anyway, so I realised, bugger, I need some tyres, because these Contis, okay, there's probably enough juice on these Contis to get me up to Scotland, but then they would be about shot. So I just thought I might as well grab some new ones while I'm at it. Again, realising I've left things far too late, started looking around, no tyres in stock. I want my Continentals again, not in stock. So then the guy told me maybe I could get your Anarchy Wilds. Not tried them, but I'd be happy to try them. Even though I've heard that they're very, very noisy, and a lot noisier than the Contis. I love the Contis, by the way. I can hang off the bike as much as I want. Say hang off the bike, I'm not hanging off the bike, I'm not I'm not Rossi, but I just mean I'm confident in them and I can go around corners as hard and as fast as I want to, no problem. But yeah, not in stock. So he suggested a set of tyres that I'd never even heard of. Don't shoot me folks, but I've never heard of these tyres, but I've got them strapped to the back of the big lad at the moment. headed to Steve Scott's for him to replace them for me. Steve says if I go, he squeezed me, I literally rang him last night, can you fit me in? He's obviously stupidly busy, and he said, listen, if you come and you do T duties, I'll do tyre duties. So he's sorting them out for me. Thank you very much, Steve. We'll see him in a minute. So the tyres I've gone for this time, I've never heard of, but I've since been, you know, I had to do a bit of digging to make my decision when he suggested them to me. Probably took me about an hour to ring him back and say yes, go for it. Are the Anlas Capra X tyres. They look fairly similar to the Contis, but by all accounts they're supposed to be quiet and you're supposed to be able to get a lot more miles out of them. So we shall see. I read one review that he suggested that they shouldn't really be classed as 50-50 tyres. They should be classed as 70-30 tyres, 70 off-road. They still need to perform well on the road. As I said, the Contis performed perfect. Didn't really notice them being noisy. And everything happens for a reason, I always say that. You know, I love the Contis and I was quite prepared to have my third set on. But we'll try these. If they last longer, brilliant. I know the off-road's going to be fantastic, but let's face it, you know, as much as I like off-road, we don't really... I've gone wrong somewhere. Yeah, I've gone wrong. Let me turn around. This shows how long it's been since I've been to Steve's. Should have turned left up there, not straight over. Anyway, so going back to the trip, I don't want to tell you exactly where I'm going, in case it doesn't happen. But yes, I'm going north again, revisiting Scotland like I did 2 years ago now, and I did the January Scotland trip on the first Africa trip. So that's my plan again to do this year, to do next week. I'm going to set off at 2 o'clock in the morning, all being well. I'll keep chasing the weather. I'm going to do pretty much the same thing up to Dornoch again. I'll be going up to Dornoch, but I'm not staying at Dornoch this time. I'll be going through Glenshee again, as long as it's passable and it's not completely white over, I'll do it. It'll be nice to be up there that cold, putting this heated stuff to the test properly. Gloves are on now, jacket's on now, and I've also treated myself to the socks. I haven't got them yet, they've not come, but yeah, bought the socks as well. Oh, this should be perfect. I bought some new base layers for my bottom, for my legs, because the ones, check this out, the base layers I've got and I wear every single time I'm on the bike, summer or winter, I wear them religiously all the time. I've had them since 2011. I've never changed them, so you can imagine that they're looking a bit sorry. All the miles I've done with them. 2011. It's 10 years. 10 years. I bet they've probably done, I don't know, well, VFR's got 90,000 miles on it now. Not all of my miles, but I think I've done at least 70,000 on it. But I think it had about 20,000 when I bought it, maybe a bit less. So 70, 80, 90. Probably done best part of 100,000 miles, those base layers. But yeah, they are like, I've got a big baggy arse in them, so I thought I'd buy some new ones. So went to Decathlon and bought some nice ones. They feel very, very comfy. I didn't want to go for the heated legs, because my legs don't really ever get cold. Your legs don't get cold, do they? If you've got decent clothing on, it's just your toes, your fingertips, and obviously your body. So I've got all those bases covered. I should be in perfect comfort. I refitted the cable in to the big lad for the heated stuff, so I've routed that all in properly, and it's all cable tied off, so it's not dangling around like it were before. I just had it as a tester into this port here on the front of the bike, which I use for powering my front camera. That's all routed back in properly again now. So yeah, everything's in order at the moment. I cleaned the bike yesterday for the first time since that video, the recent video, I think early December, where I went off-roading and really getting fully mucky. I've not touched it. I've literally not touched it since. I've ridden it, I mean. I've not touched it, I've not cleaned it. So it's got worse and worse and worse. Absolutely caked in it. I thought it'll be a good test for the ceramic coating. Normally what I do to wash it, post ceramic coating on a normally soiled bike, not what I went through the other day, is I'll rinse it and then snow foam, leave snow foam to sit for 10 minutes, the thick gloopy snow foam, leave that to sit for 10 minutes, jet wash all that off, blow dry it, it's done. I don't even bother with a bucket and wash mitt anymore. So I was thinking this will be a really good test for it, and I mean, when I say it was baked on, it was baked on. So yeah, did my normal rinse, snow foam, left it 10 minutes, and then I jet washed it all off, and it still didn't clean it. So I had to get my 2 buckets out and wash mitt and give it some tender loving care. But still only took me probably an hour tops, and he looks very handsome again. My brakes need cleaning. I've not cleaned them very well by the sounds of it, because they're squeaking. Right, well, we're nearly here. Let's go and say Happy New Year to Mr. Scott. So, these are what's left of my Contis. Still, when you look at them, there's still a load of chunk on them, but you probably got, no, 3 mil. So that's the rear, and this is the front. So again, to the marker, you've probably got, yeah, 5 mil, not quite 5 mil, but yeah, they started to wear a bit weird. So, but mega tyres, mega, very happy. And these are the Analas. The difference with these is the centre lug has got a split in it, lot, whereas these don't. It's just a solid centre lug, front and back. So I quite like the idea that the centre lug is also split for obviously rain. They look good. Anyway, I know that. Let's get them off. You gotta love rock straps, haven't you? Best things ever. It looks in fine fettle, doesn't he? I think I've missed a bit under here, look. I have. Naughty boy. See what I mean? There's probably enough, easily enough to get me up to Scotland, but I don't know if there's enough to do the trip. Right, that's it, done. New tyres on, ready to roll. Look at this here, folks. This is one of the old Wildbad's bikes. In fact, this is ceramic coated when we had ours done. Look how nice that looks. He's moved on to pastures new. Look at that there. Worth every single penny of that. What a bike. Give Steve Scott a ring, folks, if you're in the market for one. You'd definitely not go wrong with that one, I'll tell you that. I know it's been in the Wildbad family for quite some time. Probably one of the cleanest ones you'll find. A lot of bike for little money. Alright, let's get going. New tyres on. Oh, I best sort these thingies out actually. Can't leave them flapping around, can I? I might take them off and put them in my pocket actually. So yeah, Analas Capra X. Turkish company. Based in between Ankara and... Take it steady for a little bit. See you soon, pal.
Thank you ever so much.
Thank you very much. See you soon, Steve. Thanks, bud. Thanks for everything, gents. There's a bike in there at the moment from Stevenage, a Wildbad bike. VFR being looked after. The blue one over there, look. Easy man, folks. I've said it a million times. Never known anyone is so meticulous. He treats every bike like it's his own. Really, really, really good blokes, and I'm very grateful that we found him, because we all need someone like Steve Scott. Thank you, gentlemen. Yeah, at least I can sit up bike prepping now. Alright then. I'm putting my heater stuff back on, and I don't need it because I don't think it's that cold now, but still, might as well stick it on to. See you soon! Thank you! Feels smooth. Saying the big fat knob is. So yeah, and last Capra X. I'm looking forward to trying them out. Let's see how long they last. Oh, let's do a mileage check for these tyres starting and those tyres coming off. 9872. So I'll put this in my little book like I do. So these tyres started on 9,872 miles on the clock, and the last one's finished 9,872. There was still plenty of juice on those actually, but not enough to go all the way up there and back. Plus, you can't beat having a new set of tyres on, can you? The bike feels great, looks great with these big chunkies on. These do look a tad more aggressive than the Contis actually. I really like the tread pattern, how it's arced, and I like how that middle block on both front and back tyres has a sipe down it, whereas on the others it was a solid block. Be interesting to see how they wear, but yeah, I'm very happy to be trying these out. And before anybody says, yes, I did pay for them myself. As I said, I did want to have the Contis again, but they were not in stock. Everything for a reason. Let me confidence build on them slowly. But all reviews point to them being pretty good. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have dry road confidence. I just want to know that I can have wet road confidence. And where I'm going next week, will most probably put them, not most probably, most definitely put them to the test. I've got to say, I'm loving this yellow pin lock. I don't know if you can see it through the visor or not. I'll see how it fares in different weather, adverse weather and that, because obviously it's nice and sunny today. So, right folks, I'll see you soon. The next one will be my adventure north. Again, Happy New Year all. I hope you have a super year. Let's hope it's better than the last two. I'm not going to be negative about it though. Let's look forward and have an action-packed year. Stay healthy, be good, be careful, be kind. See you soon folks. I hope there's not tons and tons of snow.